Hello, back in 2023 I made this Norman Rockwell inspired holiday card, and I had a client commission something similar. But of course we want it to be unique, not exactly like mine, so we're going with a different pose. And I was lucky enough to find an actual reference photo that Norman Rockwell used for one of his paintings. Just makes things so much easier to be able to map out where everything lands, and then go in and make sure that we're matching the likeness. In both of these cards, the joke is, of course, the classic I saw Mommy kissing Santa Claus, with the little kid peeking around the corner. And I'm using a digital brush that is somewhat rough to give it a hand-drawn feel, or hand-painted. This brush, I believe, is supposed to mimic charcoal. For the little boy, I found a separate vintage illustration to use as reference for his pose, peeking around the corner. And you can't see in the screen recording, but off to the side I did have a photo of their son to make sure that I captured the likeness there. And in the reference image, the little boy's pajamas are missing a butt flap, in my opinion, so I added one, just because I think they're so cute. The nice thing about this style of card is you don't have to do a bunch of background illustration. We let the figures speak for themselves and really stand out against a stark white background. And of course I'll go in later and add my vintage textures and everything to make it look nice and old. But first we gotta make sure that the illustration itself is satisfactory. Oh, and something else that's different about this card that my card didn't feature is this one has a family dog who, instead of chewing on a bone, will be depicted chewing on a giant candy cane, totally unbothered by the scene taking place behind them of Santa being affectionate with their mom. Part of my process involves a free round of revisions, and my client's free round of revisions, they requested that I remove the beard from Santa, as well as the Santa hat, and we will see where the Santa hat ends up in just a minute, as well as removing the extra Santa padding. So we're doing a skinny Santa. And as for the aforementioned hat, that is now going to be gripped by the little boy, as though he found it at the foot of the stairs as the first clue that something was terribly wrong this Christmas Eve. All jokes aside, I think this card turned out very sweet and wholesome, and I hope everyone who gets one of these in the mail is delighted. Thank you so much for watching. Keep following for more vintage style graphic design and illustration.